very shortly, just in about another 15 or 17 minutes. And so I can say my goodbyes before our obligations need to be met. But before we do that, let's talk about double standards in modern day relationships. Now, I asked a question that I hope will not be too offensive to you, but it's basically me trying to feel your pulse. What, if any, cases of double standards have you experienced as a Nigerian man, as a Nigerian woman? When you were courting, as you were even married, okay? What things do you find, a bit weird that happened between, individuals? And as the saying goes, why does there always seem to be a shift in the goalpost when it comes to these types of relationships? My name is Jude. Let's have a conversation. As always, please do well. Turn down the volume for radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. If you didn't see or hear, please don't make mention of it. And very importantly, keep your conversations civil.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, message here. This one here is from Sheila. Sheila says, Jude, good morning. Let me start by saying that double standards exist everywhere, in our government, in our religions, and obviously in dating. I can tell you for free that most people who have double standards are usually people who are not just insecure, but people who are entitled. And nobody is as entitled as the average Nigerian man. Haba, Sheila, where is this stray bullet coming from now? What do you mean the average Nigerian? Hey, what's this? What's this really? What's this? What is this, Sheila? What is this? Anyway, let me read. So nobody has double standards as the average Nigerian man. You tell the average Nigerian man that you want A, he's asking you to give him B. When you give him B, he asks you, why didn't you give him B in this manner, in this way, at this time, for so and so reason? It's very difficult to date many Nigerian men, and that's why you have women in Nigeria who have to bend to a lot of traditional practices just to keep their man. For me, the goalpost has always been shifting when it comes to dating a Nigerian man. Sheila in Port Harcourt. Hey, guys, do you believe this? Does the goalpost always shift when Nigerian men are in the equation? Sheila says, look, nobody's as entitled as the Nigerian man. Dating a Nigerian man is difficult. They're always in fact, let me read that. It says, you ask for A, and he says, give me B. But when you give him B, the question is, you gave him B for this way, that way, this long. Is this true? By the way, is this true? Do you agree with Sheila that the double standards, that she has experienced is with Nigerian men? Nigerian men say they want this from a woman. The woman says, okay, I'll give you this. But when the woman comes, they now change the rules. They are constantly changing the rules. Nigerian men. WhatsApp 00903064416. Good morning to you, Jude. A double standard woman is incongruous in nature. They are not satisfied in their wants, and their dating them is horrific. You better avoid those kind of women. Ipalibo Harry with that comment. Zion is on the line from JRA. Zion, good morning to you.
Yeah, Jude. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
I want us to have a convergent view on this topic, because what I've observed, we are only but narrowing this discourse to the present day selfish, greedy, criminalized arrangement we should call dating among young people.
Oh, okay.
and which cannot give you the benefit or the ingredients that such discussions may need. The today kind of dating or relationships in this part of the world are all poverty motivated. There are some girls who are dating a guy today. The reason they're in that relationship is paying their bills, and our father cannot pay the bills.
Okay.
Is that the kind of mind that can give you the juicy part of this discourse you are looking for? The answer is no. The girl will tell this guy, I love you. My money is a bear a bill.
But guys are always telling Ifoma, Amaka, Tombra that they love them.
Dude, when a man is driven towards a girl when he sees her at the foresight on what? Intercourse mentality, not love. That is why in most cases, as the girl is going, he's scrolling phone to call another person. The ladies are not equipped or educated enough to know what relationship or dating is all about. Because from their own front, she faces two challenges. Either there is a poverty at home, or they are not giving her adequate love at home, and she feels she can have it outside. If the lady is well equipped in these two aspects of life, from the home front, whatever she wants, the parents give it to her. The love, she have it adequately. My brother, not be every man will tell her, say, I love you, she will listen to.
Okay, fair enough.
Not be every come she want to give her number, she will never try that.
Okay, fair enough.
But look at the man. When a man notices that a lady is hard to get, he put all the pressure to have that one. What do you think drove him there? I have found this foundation I am looking for.
So, so Zion, let me ask you. Now, Sheila sent me a message and says that Nigerian men are some of the most entitled men, and so that's why they are with double standards. They're always shifting the goalpost. She says that if a Nigerian man says, give me A, and you give him A, right, he'll tell you, why did you give me A without kneeling down? Why did you give me A without greeting me first? Why did you do? Basically, that Nigerian men are always shifting the goalpost in their relationship. Do you agree with this?
Do you do that to your girlfriend or your past previous relationships? Do you do that?
That's me. That's me. I speak for myself.
See, it's not true. African men are not like that.
The
Nigerian men are not like that.
So who has Sheila been dating?
Let her go and ask those kind of men. See, that is why I told you that. See, if we don't separate this old fact, we will end up putting everything, stereotyping everybody together.
Yes, yes.
The truth from the reality. Maybe this one she went to meet for dating is this type that is so battered at home, that felt his years or more at home. All his sisters are bowing down to him. The moment he talks, everybody will shut up because he believes that culture and that tradition believe that as long as my male child,
it must be answered.
It must be answered to. Everybody must bow down to him because he's a male child. Okay. You don't do that in my family. Okay. And you cannot use that to come and stereotype me. Oh, that is how Mr. Zion is also.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Zion. We need to be very careful making stereotypes and making general statements. I have to agree with you. But let's hear from JJ in Rumigbo. JJ, good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning. So, we have this one. You know that song, right? There's nobody here that does stereotype.
Fair enough.
You have seen pictures of grandmothers from Europe and America coming to marry a boy who rejected just one small game but born one picking. That's when you are going to take a picture, go to registry, and where the one speller. Grandmother. Get one ticket. But trying to marry a generation in America. They will tell you, oh, that Stella, don't drop my engine, no. Because Stella is no longer qualified. Oh, when he's counting 1, you count 2. But you are going to count 7 in Europe. Does it make any sense to you?
Well, this is love.
As far as I'm concerned, the double standard is on both sides.
On both sides.
Talk about guys that will reject this and that. Girls do the same thing. Oh, when you manage to have money, they say it's too short.
It's too short.
Oh my God. Who doesn't select?
So, it's too short.
The thing here, but when we stand outside, we have nobody one.
Okay, wait, JJ, before you go, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Let me ask you very, very honestly now, right? You can choose not to answer, but have you ever experienced, a double standard scenario in your younger years? Maybe the girl say, JJ, yellow, or JJ, tall, rich, the kind of man I want. Even though you treated the person nicely, or JJ, you cannot work here because you are not from Adibabri. We want only people from Adibabri to work here. Have you experienced that kind of thing?
You should know. You know what I would say to that? You rate yourself. You rate yourself before you make any move. No go see waiting of it's just like projects. There are projects that are EPC. That's procurement and construction, engineering construction and this thing. You will not get the profile or the pedigree. You want to get, when you don't see person like you go rate them, then nowhere to put body. Not the way you put body finish, the contract you say you're not supposed to do it the way because you don't have the criteria. So watch before you leave. Not be jump into anything because now your shape. Now your shape, do you have the pocket? You should be able to know yourself. Man, know thyself. They reject you. You go carry your hand from where you go need something to climb before you remove your cap. Put something that you can just stretch your leg and remove your cap.
Okay. All right. You say rate yourself first. Okay, all right. Good morning, June. Double standard exists everywhere. I'm a female and I believe women should be allowed to choose the man that they want, but men should also be able to choose who they want and what they want in a woman. I think everybody has a right to do that. See, I don't believe in you setting standards for yourself is quote unquote unfair. Right? Once again, when we talk about shifting the goalpost, the way Sheila puts it, is that the man says, okay, I like a woman who come and who greets me. Okay, the woman has said, oh, hi, good afternoon to you. And I said, no, you need to greet me the way my mother used to greet my father. You dig where? You dig where for me? Say, oh, Lord and Master, I dig where for you. You've just shifted the goalpost. But you wouldn't greet your wife in a lovely manner. Oh, my queen. Oh, the star in my closet. Oh, like those days when people used to write letters to their significant others. My jewel of inestimable beauty. Remember that used to be a line those days. How many people do that? How many people do that? How many women, females these days, would actually, say and do something romantically for their partners? But the women want the men to always call me baby. You didn't call me this afternoon. You didn't call me in the night. When I wake up, I meant to see like 5 messages from you. Say prayer for me. What am I saying? Please let me read. Let me read your comments, please. Okay, respect men and Nigerian society seem to believe a man should be respected just because he's a man. No matter how little he knows or how mad he moves, but a woman should earn respect by suffering or sacrificing herself. See, something a previous listener said. Truth is, a lot of Nigerian men are pressed that today's woman isn't like their mother or their grandmothers. But they don't get that we have seen our moms and our grandmothers, and we are not trying to be like them. We are actively trying to break generational curses, not struggle for worthiness towards worthiness awards with women who we don't even admire. Personally, I ended up with the rich guy with the might at my house because my brain and my spirit weren't really connecting. My husband lied to me that he was an average and my spirit knew something was off. But I was looking for more obvious things like, is he a thief, a kidnapper, or an abuser? Or is he even gay or bi, secretly married, or has a child somewhere, or has been to prison? When I found out about the money, I wanted to kick myself because I had been looking but not seeing. The way he carries himself, even with the comments of being average, I should have seen. Yes, my husband is tall enough, but he's even taller when he stands on his wallet. Hey, look at that. The husband is tall, but he's even taller when he stands on his wallet. You know what that means? Ego, he got money. Good morning, Jude. Human beings are dynamic and doesn't truly know who they are. So standards change with time, feelings, etc. I agree with this. I have to be honest. For example, professional treatment is real. Then what is double standards when we talk about favor? Humans don't have double standards. If there's any you are able to believe, just know that it is limited. From DBN, thank you. DBN makes a good point. Sometimes you change. The thing that you used to like before, you don't like it any longer. You've had new experiences. Values may change. Once again, double standards. Sheila says, you are always shifting the goalposts. Anyway, I won't be accused of shifting the goalposts. Let's get to do our draw this morning right here on 92.3. We've given Ibi Fubara his 25,000 naira. Who is next? It could be you. Only one way